Hey there, it's Jenny, and I am here today with a plan with me. I am using the Close to My Heart Hope and Kindness collection. I'm showing you all of the items that I received, minus the stamp set. I'm obsessed. I absolutely love this collection so much. It reminds me a lot of One Canoe 2, which is my absolute favorite. So, yeah, this is a total winner for me. I'm going to be using basically only the stickers and the die cuts, those craft colored die cuts for this particular layout, but I'm pretty sure that I will use this whole collection in its entirety before I'm finished with it because I love it so much. The colors, the images, all of it is just beautiful. Now, I didn't have a lot of photos for Monday and Tuesday. Actually, in fact, I didn't have any. And so I am printing a few photos at 2 by 3 instead of the 1.5 by 2, just because I'm making up for it, like using these photos in. Okay, so for example, that large black and white one, it's Saturday. I can let it flow up into Tuesday a little bit and take up some of that room. The picture of the pool actually happened later in the week, and so I can put it on Monday because it doesn't really matter. Most of the days look the same here. And then also the photo down at the bottom of my son playing baseball. I printed it a little bit bigger so that when I punched it out, you could see him a little bit better. That's actually something that works great. So for often I will print like a 4 by 6 and then just trim down the focal point so you don't lose any of the quality in making it bigger. So that's the way I'm sort of taking care of not having any photos for Monday and Tuesday, is just by making Saturdays bigger and then moving one over from later in the week that it didn't make any difference where it was at on the layout. All right, so let's take a look at the die cuts. They are perfect. Like when I say that, I mean that. Like they are beautiful craft color, and then on a lot of them, there are white accents. So on the word hello, there's little white polka dots on the bottom half, and they are so cute. Like it's just so usable, so fun, so easy. So first I'm putting down that floral, and then I am going to glue the word hello overlapping with the floral on that far left hand side of the paper. And I'm not going to have it go the traditional way horizontally. I'm making it vertical instead to fill up that sidebar. I'm just so impressed by how much I like this collection. It's really cute. And honestly, craft paper is always so easy to use. It's a true neutral, just like black and white and gray. And it goes with nearly everything. So now I'm also layering the little sticker as well, and I just put the stem underneath the O. I had a little bit of movement there since I used a wet glue, which I used because the word is kind of small and the Scotch ATG gun is just much too big for that. So using the wet glue was much easier in this case. Now I knew I wanted to carry the craft over to the right hand side of the page to balance it out. And so I decided to go with this frame, and I cut it in half because the frame itself, it would have been fine a little bit bigger, but I didn't want it to be too overwhelming or take up too much space on this side. So I cut it in half, and then I'm going to glue it flush with the bottom of the page. That'll sort of set the background for my little cluster. Now I'm going to use the orange flower, so pretty, as my anchor, and then I will put the little leaf as the accent. It really turned out so cute. There are so many different ways you can use frames and boxes, just like you see here, just using them as accents. I like the frames because they don't take up the full visual weight, but they do still offer that bit of interest and are perfect for layering. All right, so now the scallop circle, again, so fabulous because it's got that little white detailing around the edge. I'm going to put some of the wet glue and layer it behind this tulip photo. And then once I have it all adhered down, then I'm going to use the Keep On Growing sticker. Font is so cute on this. And then just a little leaf cluster. I'll trim the edge of it off right there so it can sit flush against the strip. Isn't that great? I absolutely love it. So cute. All right, so now you can see the visual triangle, the three different clusters that I have for decoration. Now I'll pull this out so that I can write and stamp very easily on the background. This is a stamp set that I also picked up. I believe it's called the Daisy Alphabet. I'll link you up below. I was pretty sure I was going to love it when I chose it. However, now that I've used it, I love it more than I thought that I would. And rest assured, I wouldn't tell you I love it if I don't. I would just find some other way to tell you that, like, oh yeah, it's really great. I love it. Like, it's super cute. The size is perfect and it's cute, but it's kind of unassuming. Like, it's not something that you would be really distracted by. It lets the focus still remain on the story and the photos, and I love that. It's really cool. All right, so now I'm just stamping the dates across the top with this peach ink pad. And again, the peach color is so pretty. Like, I was a little nervous it was going to be kind of orangey, and it's not at all. It's definitely a true peach, and it's very, very pretty. So I love how it coordinates really well, like with that floral down at the bottom and the rest of the layout, and obviously the Hope and Kindness collection. However, it's just really like the alphabet, very unassuming. Like, I don't think that you would be distracted by it in any way. So the alphabet is a 4x6 stamp set, which again, the perfect size for this. And I love that it includes the alphabet and the numbers as well, so I can have all of those things coordinate together. So I will stamp the dates on Saturday and Sunday as well. It is the end of April into May 1st. It's always interesting because the end of the month, or I don't usually typically mind stamping the dates, though they do take a little bit more work. There's a lot of stamping, changing out the stamps, as you can see right here. All right, so we're finished there, and because of those turning out so amazing, I was definitely really inspired to continue stamping. So I decided to stamp out the word golf. My son had golfed on this day, and I like to keep track of that in here because I just think it's a really fun hobby that he has, and it's fun to include. And I would have normally probably just written golf, maybe used some alphabet stickers, but because I was so inspired by this stamp set, I decided to stamp it out, and I'm using the toffee ink, which again, it's just such a pretty color and coordinates so beautifully with that craft and all of the rest of the colors in this collection. Now, the sticker sheet is just so pretty. It also includes a whole bunch of these little tiny icons, so some hearts and then a couple of like little leaves. So I'm going to use those as the bullet points for the activities and appointments throughout the week. I normally use a mild liner or I use box stickers or something like that. And occasionally I will just do these simple bullet points if I have them. And again, I'm so happy that I did because I think this turns out really cute. The hearts, the shape of them is adorable. The color palette is super cute. And then you have the little leaves as well that I'm using occasionally, just on a couple of the days. And provides a really nice way to change things up. I think this turned out very fun, and I look forward to trying to find more of these in future sticker sheets that I use just for keeping it different, changing it up. Now, I try to keep in mind the things that I want to include. I include appointments, I include activities, obviously. I include my middle son's school schedule because it's part of the story, right? That he's in school and living at home right now. And I don't usually include his work schedule just because I really only keep track of it in the first place in my regular planner for meal prep and for if I need somebody to drive my youngest son someplace. So it doesn't feel like I necessarily need to include it in our memory planner or my memory planner. So those are the types of things. I know I include his golfing, but like I said already, I think it's just because it's a really fun hobby and I enjoy that he does it. And I think it'll be cool someday when we look back on this, we look at the phase that he was in and see that he golfs a lot right now. All right, so I'm drawing lines using a pencil today. I really liked the lightness of this layout. There's not a lot of really heavy elements, or at least it doesn't feel like it to me. And so using the pencil and then being able to erase it just keeps the visual weight really low. And that was definitely what I was looking for this week. So it's very easy to just write those lines using the magnetic self-healing mat and then this ruler, and then I can just erase them when I'm all finished. And it's also very cool if you're not sure like how many lines you're going to need, you can always erase them if you put too many. So you can always err on the side of extra lines versus less. I've been doing this so long, so I have a pretty good idea most weeks. I mean, every now and again, there's a little fudging that happens, but by and large, I'm pretty good at figuring out how many lines I need, how it's the stories are always very similar. So, and the types of things that I like to say about the activities that went on. So, it's just a lot of practice making better because I have been doing this. My first full year of memory planning was 2016. So, yeah, it's been a minute. So, once I finish writing all of this in, I will just go back and erase all of the lines, and then that's it. I wanted to ask you if you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a thumbs up. I've just noticed that there's a lot less feedback recently on the videos, and that's, as a content creator, that's difficult. I rely on your feedback and your thumbs up and things like that to let me know that you like what I'm doing and to hopefully get more views on these videos as well. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. I would love to help you out. And thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate you, and make it a great day.